This is Ernest Johnson, come back at you today with the Wicked New World Order series, Wicked Jesus Myth, the Hebrews and Jehovah. The Jewish people, whoever they may be, generally are followers of the Old Testament, but then again, not all are. The Hebrews were the clones of Jehovah, or the offsprings of such clones. Now, as has been indicated previously, Jehovah indulged the action of duplicating people and duplicated Adam in his image, and then duplicated Eve in a kind of feminine counterpart of Adam using a different approach. The Hebrew was created on the planet Mars, then brought to earth at the time whereby they were expelled from the Garden of Eden. This action of Jehovah has been previously indicated was one whereby these beings broke certain universal laws of the Galactic Federation in creating Adam and Eve as servants to tend his garden, and began this race which was a duplicate of their own karmic self. Let's elaborate briefly. This action of Jehovah, created through the DNA, duplicated a race of Hebrews that were basically reflections of Jehovah. And this race is reflecting the rebellious attitudes of Jehovah and carrying on certain attitudes of superiority, like the love of power, jealousy, vengeance, and a feeling of being righteous and superior to others. All this and more were inherited through the genes of Jehovah. Now, the Intergalactic Confederation, or the Galactic Man as it is sometimes called, considered Jehovah to be a renegade immortal, and has since curbed Jehovah's behavior and has sentenced these beings to bring back the energies which was unleashed, and in doing so, these beings are also making repayment for their own karmic purposes. Again, as to the Elohim known as Jesus, as explained in the Christian hoax, assisted to reverse those forces which these beings known as Jehovah began, and that Jehovah at present is not in the process of destroying humanity and then saving their own, but instead is in the process of balancing out the energies of this planet in order to bring about harmony and to undo the harm which they unleashed when they began their operations. We are trying to remind people that the term Jehovah, as likened unto that which applies to a tribe of space people with one name Yahweh as the leader, and this being the force behind this action. These beings are working on this earth to undo some of the energies which have brought about much conflict through the Hebrews and their programming by Yahweh. This is what I call Christian blasphemy. Jesus took the place of Jehovah's return. The space tribe known as Jehovah had intended to return at the proper time and to take those who were his creation away from this planet to another place and to destroy the remaining population upon this planet. It was for this reason that the Elohim known as Jesus came from the Intergalactic Confederation, and having moved into terrestrial from celestial, and through these entities moved into the earth plane, then was born and remained in contact with these space beings while moving through the various places which Jehovah had touched and fulfilling various prophecies had promised to fulfill, and thereby diffusing or duplicating the actions of Jehovah, but on a different level. The space tribe Jehovah had promised to come back with great power to slay the enemies.